Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another video. We are going to wrap it up here with the AFC South. For the first of worst teams in the NFL, Jacksonville Jaguars. You got Calvin Ridley from the Falcons. Trevor Lawrence had a great year. Zay Jones had a pretty good year. Surprised you didn't keep DJ Shark, but it is what it is. You have Travis Etienne. You have Walker Little at tackle. And who was he? Shoot. The one from Miami. I can't remember his name now. You've got a good offensive line. Getting younger. Defensive line's good. Trayvon Walker, I still think Aiden Hutchinson should have been the pick. But Trayvon Walker's talented. Maybe he ends up being the better guy. Josh Allen at linebacker. K'Lavon Chasen at linebacker. Decent secondary with Henderson and company. Wing guard. You've got some guys. You've built in the draft. We'll see what happens in training camp with injuries and all. But Doug Peterson's doing good so far. Trevor Lawrence is coming along great, and he's only 23. You got your franchise guy finally in Jacksonville. So there's no doubt about that. Even though he had his struggles under first-year head coach Urban Meyer, and it was kind of a disaster, it'll be okay. You've got a head coach now, so looking forward to seeing them. They are the top dog in this division, and I don't think it's even close with the other teams. Number 2, is going to be the Tennessee Titans, and that's because of D-Hop. So you got Ryan Tannehill, you got Treylon Burke, you got Ryan Tannehill, you've got a good offensive line. Not a great defense, but okay. We'll see how the kid out of Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley, if he ever comes along and ends up being what everybody thought he could be. And I don't know about him turning out like Julio Jones. When Julio Jones was signed, he wasn't playing much. DeAndre Hopkins was still on pace last year to have over 1,000 yards and all. Julio Jones hadn't done that in a couple years. He just, injuries. It's sad because Julio Jones was one of the best. But with DeAndre Hopkins and King Henry, Treylon Burke, young tight ends, they got potential. And then you have also Will Levis and Malik Willis. It's going to be interesting. Titans maybe could compete for a top spot. Third spot. And this can only go up from here. Houston Texans. And it's no slight to the Colts, but Colts have a rookie head coach, and so do the Texans. I get it. But I like DeMeco Ryans better than I like the Colts head coach. The failed D coordinator. Actually, I'm sorry, the offensive coordinator from the Eagles. Eagles offense didn't finish the job in the Super Bowl. Now, I think the Texans have the better quarterback in C.J. Stroud. They've got some good wide receivers. They've got some tight ends. They got a lot of work to do, but I think they're going to be competitive. DeMeco Ryans is bringing him the San Francisco 49ers culture with him, like the head coach of the Dolphins did. So I think he's going to do a really good job. I think he's going to bring the tempo and energy and get the most out of his players. And players love to play for this guy, DeMeco Ryans, on defense. So I don't see it being any different on offense and defense and the whole team. We'll see how his managing style is, in-game managing, and all that, because it's a lot different. But I have high hopes for DeMeco Ryans and the Houston Texans. After all the drama those fans have been through, they deserve some peace and quiet and some winning days, because they have dealt with crap. Even all the way back to Gary Kubiak and the quarterback they had, Matt Schaub and all. They've never had that franchise guy until Deshaun Watson. And then by then, most of those players were getting old and just not playing as well or moving on to other teams. So, yeah, it's sad what those fans have been through. So they deserve this. Hopefully it goes well. I really hope so. But the last one, Indianapolis Colts, they've got some talent. There's no doubt about it. They've got some talent, and they've got a talented quarterback if he develops, Anthony Richardson. But he is so raw. Now, Alex Pierce and Michael Pittman are going to help. Very good wide receivers. Offensive line's in pretty good shape, actually. That's not the biggest concern. Defense getting a little long in the tooth. They've got some guys, but it's going to take a year or so. Maybe next year, I think, they'll be maybe vying for the... And they might be drafting quarterback next year, because I don't know about Anthony Richardson. There's too many unknowns. Only 1 year at Florida. And he's definitely got the arm talent and the physical size and the running capability. But Cam Newton was bigger than him. His body got worn down. I hope they don't do that to Anthony Richardson. I hope they teach him to play smart, get the ball out quickly, and take what the defense gives him, and only use his talents when he absolutely has to, and get down and don't take hits. Because Josh Allen is going to get worn down. Big guys bigger than him get worn down. He'll get worn down as well. Especially as you get older. So I'd like to see him thrive, have the right head coach, right coordinator is going to put him in the best positions to have a 10, 15-year career, 20-year career like Tom Brady. But you have coaches see guys like him and Lamar Jackson, they get enamored with that running capability, and they just screw the guys. And then the injuries pile up, and once injuries start piling up on those guys, it's difficult. So we'll see what happens with injuries and all, guys. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Next videos will start being on training camp, injuries, and all that good stuff. Standout players, so on and so forth, and some other videos mixed in as well. So stay tuned, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.